Oh my god, I'm cooked, bro. Price moved down so damn freaking fast. What is going on? Bro, we literally just entered this like 30 minutes ago, and right now we're already all the way down here. What is going on? Oh my god, I'm about to hit my TP. I'm about to hit my TP real quick. That's way too fast, bro. Bro, I'm like trying my best to close all these freaking positions right now because I realized I placed my take profit at 212.7. Not where I placed my... It's supposed to be 212.776. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Speedy fingers right now, mate. Look at this. Boom. I'm out of everything. I'm out of everything. Hell yeah. Alright guys, today we have made about 73.8k. As you guys can see right here. Quick low, 73.8k. Had to manually close all those positions itself. You can see the long string of positions right there. Because I placed my take profit at 212.7. Fucking idiot ass brat. Anyways, I'm kind of mad, man, because like I didn't manage to like get to live record the entry point itself, because I was actually recording a YouTube video called Disappear and Come Back Unrecognizable in 2026, which is going to be live on my third YouTube channel, Brett Unfiltered, right? So make sure you guys go and watch that. Inside that video, I literally walk you through the exact steps that you should be taking to make sure that this is the best trading year yet. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly explain this trade idea. Unfortunately, in retrospect, because yeah, my dumbass didn't like start recording right here. Anyways, we got off this trade itself. Very simple trade right here. Price was actually bearish over here, and then you can see what we have was that we got a market shift. The market shift actually happened like somewhere around here, which told us that price is potentially shifting bullish on the higher time frame structure itself. But then once price shifted bullish, guess what? Before that actually happens, that is your supply zone, right? And then price mitigated that supply zone right there, creating like a failed reaction. And after price mitigated this supply zone right here, you can see supply zone failed to do its job. As a result, it created like a failed reaction right here. But then there was available liquidity sitting below this failed reaction. So later on, price went out there, swept that failed reaction before pushing to the upside, giving us a flip plus sweep zone. Right, so knowing that this is the entire flip plus sweep zone, I'm pretty much just expecting price to come down here before price continue bullish, right? So what happened was that after the market shift, price came down, mitigate the flip plus zone, continue going up, and then giving us another break of structure to the upside to validate this market shift that we have right here, which tell us that structure has indeed shifted bullish. Right, higher time frame structure, 15-minute structure is heavily bullish right now. But you can see when price made such a huge push to the upside, just know that gravity is eventually going to pull price back down, and that's exactly what it did, right? So if you go down to the 5-minute time frame itself, you saw that price started pulling back, right? Price started shifting bearish to facilitate the pullback. And I was sitting there asking myself, okay, how can I trade this? I can't enter for a buy right here because price already went all the way up here. But I can wait for price to come down into this area right here. Then I look for my long positions. But price is probably only going to come down here during the New York session, which is not what I'm trading. I'm a London session trader, right? So as a result, what I could do is to trade the pullback to this point of interest itself. So I opened the charts up and I saw that there was a lot of bearish momentum, and I knew for a fact that price is gravitating towards this extreme demand zone that swept liquidity, which is also the flip zone that swept liquidity, right? It's literally this extreme 5-minute zone itself, right? So I'm pretty much just expecting price to come down to that area there, right? Or rather pull back to that area. So as a result, what happened is that went down to the lower time frame itself, and what I saw was my opportunity to actually enter to trade with the internal bearish order flow that is forming the pullback right now, right? So what we have was that price came down over here, huge bearish candlestick right here, did not want to get in here because, yeah, if you get in here, your stop loss must be all the way up here, right? So waited for price to start pulling back a little bit, and then when price start pulling back a little bit, guess what? That is your supply zone right there. Okay, and then what I did is to just wait for price to mitigate the supply zone, create like a lower high, and boom, that is where I made my entry right there. And we pretty much closed the positions, within an hour, right, which is quite fast itself, right? Quick little day trade right here, nothing too crazy. Price went very smoothly down to our take profit, no biggie right there. But honestly, man, honestly, I would say like this is a pretty decent entry, right? Honestly, I was kind of like rushing into the entry itself. You know, Edge flow is kind of down right now because we are actually working on it on the back end. So I couldn't use edge flow to actually execute my large position right here. So as a result, I have to go on to MetaTrader 4 and input like 50 lots multiple times, right? So there were trades which got filled like somewhere down here, right? At like not the ideal price itself. So didn't manage to make as much money as I wanted to be making on this trade itself, but I'll take it, man. Anything to just get rid of the big loss that I suffered like yesterday, bro. But yeah, that's just a quick little counter trend trade itself. Nothing too crazy. It's quite a basic bread and butter setup. Just trading in continuation of the move itself. There was really like, this is not a sniper entry. This is not a very sophisticated entry model. Is just a normal counter trend trade itself. And I think what I did pretty well was to manage the trade properly by placing the stop loss at the right place and also to take profit at literally the right place, right? Because this is really the point of interest where we can expect a shit ton of demand to be stepping into the market itself. Overall, I'll rate this trade like a 5 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10 obviously, right? Because I didn't call the freaking entry live, but 5 out of 10 trade. It's good enough to cover our loss yesterday, or rather like get us back to break even, right? And honestly, bro, it's all about momentum. I need all the momentum that I can get right now, man. So I'll hopefully win the next few trades, get some much momentum under my belt again, and then slowly we let the momentum compound, and eventually I'm gonna get back in rhythm again and just crush the freaking markets. You know, just maybe taking positions with a larger size, but still within my risk parameters. So that I can really swing for like the big wins instead. Alright, cool. Thank you for attending my TED Talk itself. Cheers. Go and watch that video that I posted on Bread Unfiltered right now. Alright, too many gems in that video itself. I will leave the yapping to that video. I'm not gonna yap in this live trading recap right